All right. Are we ready for our absurdist education this morning? Let's go. Do.
Experiment 1. An experiment was carried out to produce a visualization of the spirit. In order to visualize, we'll be using this piece of equipment, a Gloriette 80 materializer. The Gloriette is a complex arrangement of diodes, marbles, and valves which enables us to make visual contact with the dead. The machine is turned on and then primed by inserting the crucifix. A candle is placed on a map of Cornwall, and the scientist begins his incantation. Make sure you note it down.
Reminder, this is absurdist humor.
There's our spirit. He appears to be in some distress. Perhaps he's missing colleagues or loved ones back at home. He may even be missing you. Do you know this man? Now let's see exactly what a ghost can do under controlled conditions. Can a spirit pass through a solid surface?
I love how the number 13 is there.
Evidently, yes. Drink a glass of orange squash.
Orange? Why would you drink orange squash?
Thirsty work. How about trying on this hat for size? It fits. If the ghost misbehaves, we administer a strong electric current. Note that down in your copybook now.
Okay, that's weird. Said humor was very important. Good. That was from Look Around You, which I feel like I need to get. I don't know how I'd watch the DVD, but I feel like I need to own a copy of Look Around You. It pops up every once in a while in my YouTube subscriptions or recommendations. So, hello, Wayne. Hello, Ironheart. Hello, Tom. Hello, Kerbal. I saw you wave, Kerbal. I am Puck's like, I know that tone of voice, Mom. Does that tone of voice involve Cheerios? No, it doesn't involve Cheerios, buddy. It doesn't involve Cheerios. I'll pet you, though. I'll pet you. So, it's a Tuesday. It be random. I'm still waking up. I'm going to take my medication before I forget. Because sometimes you just forget. All right. No bits until then. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I get paid later this. No, I get paid. No, I do get paid later this week. It's weird because every other week I get paid from PSI, right? But every other week doesn't line up nicely with, the beginning of the month. But my retirement shows up at the beginning of every month. So that's why I was like, I don't get paid later. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I do get paid. And it's been interesting. I gotten so used to living off of anywhere between $1,000 and $2,000 a month, and having all that be gone or almost gone by the end of the month. And this was out like without rent or like a house payment because I own the house in Ohio. But now I'm like, what do you mean I still have money? It's very weird to me still. I don't mind it. Bills are getting paid. My credit card should get paid off soon, and then because there's no interest on my student loans for another couple months, I'm just going to start throwing money at that. Yeah, I still have to do my taxes though. Good time of day, Ambius. The monthly check is wonderful. I am very grateful that the powers that be decided that, yeah, you're broken enough to get a monthly check. It's not a lot of money, but I've had that. It's essentially the equivalent of yeah, my monthly retirement is essentially the equivalent of the basic universal basic income, which people keep talking about, and without my retirement, it would have been very difficult to just do anything. So people are like, "Oh, pull yourself out by your bootstraps." I'm like, I was only able to pull myself out by my bootstraps because I had bootstraps to hold on to in the first place. That's not applicable for a lot of people. So Hayden or Hayden for Helix. Speaking of money, Astrowise says, yes, bootstraps is a myth. Astrowise says, speaking of money, curious if the con was successful and if you all get benefits. Yes, we all get we all get medical benefits for I think 3 months. I think there was enough for 3 months, which is enough to get us to the Hangoutathon. And from the Hangoutathon, that will be mostly the Hangoutathon will be towards salaries and health benefits for the rest of the year. So I'm not sure how like subs and pledges through Patreon and bits and all that work. I don't, because I don't touch the budget sheet. I know Pamela complains about the budget sheet. I think like once or twice a month. But I don't know enough about budgets to make anything. Like, these are more Pamela questions. So are the tickets for CosmoQuesticon on sale yet? No, they are not. They're not. We have to get past Hangoutathon first, yo. Hangoutathon is not a ticketed event. It's free to everybody. But between now and Hangoutathon, the team is working on... I really do need to stop picking at my face, she says as she picks at her face. I need a zit sticker back on that. Yeah, look at that. I just made it even more angry and red. Way to go, Annie. Bad habits, yo. Bad habits. Excuse me while I dig for a second. Because I do need to do that. Hi, Mike. You're not too late. We're just talking about money stuff. So these are blemish patches. I got these at Walmart. They're untreated. They're just hydrocolloid. They're not, there's no treatment or anything in them. They're just, so they're untreated, but they're like $3 a pack. And shoot, come on. I'm gonna have to use more than one simply because I waited too long. So, they're sticky enough. And if you can't find these, I've read people I read that people would take the hydrocolloid like foot treatments and cut those up. But these are like surprisingly cheap. I've ordered some through like Yes Style, which is a way to get Asian beauty products in the US and other countries. And they were much more expensive. So, yeah. But it like, actual thing blends in with my skill, or blends in with my skin, and yeah, you can see the red, but it just absorbs all the gunk, and it'll absorb the blood too, and it'll prevent a scab from forming. But they're also good for putting on unbroken blemishes. Because they will, yeah, and it keeps me from picking at them. So yeah. Thank you for the, I am so slow. Thank you for the sub, Refsmet. Woo! Woo! Mike says, hey, these work well on my nipples when I run, and that's not wrong. Because a lot of people are saying, why are you talking about certain bits that may get me banned from Twitch? Chafing is real. Chafing is real. And yeah, see, even, yeah. Random convo, it is random convo. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Sully2Cats. Good morning, Sully2Cats. I am still waking up. Mike says the New York Times science section is all about Mars. Let me guess, it's all about perseverance and doesn't mention hope or, I've already forgotten how to pronounce it, and I looked it up last night, or the Chinese Mars mission. So, yeah. I'm scrolling back down. You're not wrong, Astro. It is an anatomical twitch, or anatomical term. Oh yeah, no, never, oh, it did mention all three. Good. Ambia says, I'm done with Mars. I want a Jovian moon lander mission. You and me both. I keep thinking of, I'm thinking of something that I'm gonna have to, excuse me while I look up something look through my previous purchases on Amazon for a second. Because no, the problem is like, I know I ordered it a couple years ago, but I don't know which year. So I'm scrolling through. I bought a bunt pan, apparently. I don't think I've ever used it. Oh yeah, no, I did use the bunt pan. I totally used the bunt pan. Sorry. Aha! Body Glide. Body Glide, is also something runners use, and if you have bits that, rub while you walk, Body Glide is also fantastic. I just couldn't remember the name of it. But it's anti-chafe. It's anti-chafe balm. Yeah, I found that, and I have shared that with certain people in my life, and they're like, oh my god, thank you. So, yeah. Good morning or good evening, Guido. Guido says that you fell asleep because the weather is so stupid. Looks like you arrived at just the right time. Yeah, you did. You did. Um, I haven't heard of using Vaseline. Yeah, I wouldn't trust, I don't think I would trust Body Glide on that part of my anatomy, and that makes me very glad that if I did run a marathon or walk a marathon, um, that I have a piece of fabric there, because piece of clothing which would keep everything. The rubbing would be between clothing. Keeper of maps arrived just at the right time. What? We're not talking about toilets. Yes, Astro. I feel that pain. There are just things that bounce too much, and you're like, why? Why? You know it's me. It's Random Tuesday. Come on. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're keeping it PG. Ambia says, what cocktail should I try making today? I don't know. I don't know. My water for... Oh. I was like, my water for today is... And then I realized I don't have it handy. I mean, I have an empty can of it. My water for today is going to be bubbly... Is cherry bubbly sparkling water. So that's today's water. I think the only thing to make... The only big commercial thing to make sparkling water at home, is SodaStream, and I can't remember if all the controversy from SodaStream is past. So, Guido says, I have a more basic question. What should I make for dinner today? I don't know, Guido. What do you have in your fridge? A water bar with a sparkling water injector, and it's great. I will have to look into that. Yeah, Ambius, I can go and get a SodaStream machine from like Target or Walmart, and it's under $100. But I just remember there being some controversy, so. Tropical Tom says my lunar bidet uses sparkling water. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I actually know somebody kind of. I got an email from somebody that said like they have a lot of lunar regolith, not the actual lunar regolith, but a simulant for it. Yeah, Ramp. It is usually more expensive than just buying pop, or soda. Excuse me. But I just want the sparkling water. All right, have fun with your conference call. Also, this is your reminder for Americans that we're gonna need poll workers, and it is paid work. So, if you live in an area that isn't 100% mail-in ballot, I don't know what you have to do, but please go and see about registering to be a poll worker. So, it corrected itself, Tropical Tom. I don't even know what a gin squash is. Yim would be gin. I mean, I don't know. I have no opinion on what Ambius should make. I have no opinion. So, But yeah, I will have to look into sparkling water injector or something, because I have a feeling it would pay for itself. Even if I got the SodaStream, it would pay for itself in 10 weeks. Because let's say I spend around $10 a week on sparkling water, it would end up paying for itself in 10 weeks. So to me, that's worth the investment. Because I like bubbly water. Oh, it is morning. I am not happy about this morning. You rent the bar but buy the CO2 bottles. No, Keeper, I might do some more research. There are other things I need to buy, so. Oh, the ongoing cost of SodaStream. Oh, shoot, okay. Even ignoring the upfront cost. Oh, because the little cartridges. Yeah, okay, so here's the issue with the water here. I already have to filter it, which I need to prep my filter because we've been without a filter for a couple weeks now. So I already have to filter it and the filtered water still is off. And oh, boils water for oh. Part of me is like, I kind of want that. The other part of me is like, I don't think I could afford that. So yeah, I already have to filter the water. And then straight from the pitcher, because we just use a filtration pitcher, I won't drink it. It's still off. I am still waking up. Oh yeah, okay, so it's still off. Yeah. Yes, I just read my own transcript to figure out what the heck I was going out. And Pamela's like, if you leave it out overnight, it's fine. So I've been running water through the filter. And then I've been leaving it out overnight. And it's better. It has an aftertaste. It has a really weird aftertaste. And the aftertaste is reduced a bit with the filter. It's reduced a whole lot after leaving it out, but the aftertaste is still there. And keep in mind that I was probably drinking water from lead pipes in Ohio, so, you know. Fun fact, it is free to get kids tested for lead. It is, and free for pregnant women to get tested for lead, but not free for adults to get tested for lead. It is either chlorine or chloramine. Something that's similar. But yeah, when I shower, it smells like I'm at the pool. And I am not. Normally when I smell chlorine, I have like good memories of, swim team and things that make it awesome and like summer. And now I'm just like, oh God, the water smells like chlorine. So, yeah, I know chloramine doesn't go away overnight. Hi, Frecht Chemist. My water. My water smells like chlorine. The water straight out of the tap smells like chlorine. And yes, Ambius's drink thing is tied either a gin squash or a Manhattan. So Frecht Chemist does chemistry, which is awesome. And pretty paintings. I haven't watched any of your streams in a while. I'm sorry. I've been so busy. So, yeah, so I was just saying that if I filtered the water with like a pure pitcher and I can, that's a little better. And then if I let it outside, oh, you have been doing chemistry lately. Good. And then I let it sit overnight uncovered. It's fine. And Keeper is reminding me that chloramine doesn't evaporate out. I know. When I had a fish tank, I just used a water conditioner because I think Youngstown used chloramine. So, but yeah, chloramine doesn't just evaporate out. Chlorine will. I don't know. I don't know where the amine part comes from in chloramine. What the heck is the difference? Where's my web browser? Let's look this up. Chloramine. Yeah, it is actually, oh my. Alright, so let me switch. Transition. Hold on, let me see if I can put this to the mobile version. Because the mobile version takes up less real estate. Oh, no, that's not how this works. Sorry, give me a second. Where's the mobile version? Mobile view. Okay, here's the mobile view. Let me pull chat back up so I can see chat. Is this for hydro or real planting? This is just for my water. The only plant I have, or am I doing some brewing and want uncontaminated water? No, I'm complaining about the taste of my water. So chloramines refer to derivatives of ammonia and organic amines when one or more NH bonds have been replaced by NCl bonds. So monochloramine is a broad significance as a disinfectant for water. So let's click monochloramine. And here it is. It's too unstable to have its boiling point measure. Oh my goodness. It is less aggressive than chlorine, but is more stable against light. So chlorine. So here's the chlorine in monochloramine. And then this is just, chlorine is just Cl. So, yeah, that big green blob is the chlorine. So they just literally attach NH2 to the chlorine as an alternative to chlorination. So, yeah, it does not dissipate as rapidly as free chlorine. So, but it still has like chloro and will still create carbon tetrachloride and da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah. Also, it may increase exposure to lead in drinking water. Yeah. Thanks, Youngstown, because I'm fairly certain Youngstown used chloramine. Or they used something different, and I just never bothered to look at it. So, yeah, it does look like it's salt, like it's sold as a salt. So, we just want water that doesn't smell, taste like a pool when drinking it. Yes. Exactly. Exactly. RefSmat shares that water in space generated by fuel cells has hydrogen bubbles in it. Oh, RefSmat, do you have a source for that? Because you may have just ended up in the useless space fact. Where's my notepad? Because that'll save me later today from going, oh no! I don't have a useless space fact, which I don't know if anybody actually appreciates any of those. Oh, he complained explicitly on a hot mic. Nice. And Frecht Chemist learned that Toronto uses chloramine. Today she learned. Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, here's the problem. It's easier to switch, you know, what you're using the things. Oh, NASA spaceflight. Okay. Let me pull that up. Oops. I think I just killed the music. I did accidentally kill the music. All right. Give it a second to load. Because my thing is broken. Skip trial. Correct. All right. So we have the thing. Oh, come on.
Levels inside the payload fairing within the mission-specific guidelines.
Yep. All right. That actually brings us to another good question here. We've all seen The Martian, right? And we've seen Mark Watney keep himself warm with an RTG in his rover. And this rover is actually powered by an RTG, isn't it, Chris?
So I admit you were breaking up there, but I think the question was, is this rover powered by an MMRTG, a nuclear power source?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Yes,
yeah, you got it.
Yes, the answer is yes. Perseverance, like Curiosity, has a radiothermic generator on board, which produces heat and power from the decay of nuclear material.
Nope, we might have just lost Chris there. Chris, you still there?
There's junk in the trunk.
I'm still here. Can you hear me again?
Yeah, we just lost you for a second. You sound good now.
Yeah, hang on. Someone tried to call me. And apparently my phone didn't. Decided that even though I put it on Do Not Disturb, that it was going to let the call come through. Anyway.
What part of Do Not Disturb do you not understand?
Say what, Das?
I said, what part of Do Not Disturb does the phone not understand?
I know, right? But anyway, the overall point that I was making, it's a very small amount of nuclear material that's in it. It's encased in a way that it's built to withstand most types of launch vehicle failures. And even if it were to crack or fail in the event of a launch failure, the overall risk to the public in a launch failure event like that is very, 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 very low. And it's why they'll really be monitoring winds on the day of liftoff. And it's why we have a little bit more closures and a little bit more land space closures to the general public.
Right.
So Pamela is going to be covering this launch. Not me. There has been some talk, maybe about, I don't know. But yeah, yeah, Pamela's going to cover this launch.
Asking, why doesn't Atlas have the same burn right before the Delta IV Heavy launches? So, astronomy guy, I think you may be speaking of the Delta IV Flame Festival, where we have a big hydrogen burn-off that happens right before the Delta IV launches. If you've ever seen a Delta IV launch, Delta IV is actually powered by liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen, and they chill down the engines before launch by running liquid hydrogen through it. Of course, hydrogen, if you've ever seen blimps, the hydrogen actually rises up around the rocket, and then at the time of ignition, any hydrogen that's sort of accumulated around that Delta IV rocket gets burned off. It's nominal, it's expected, but it's all because of that pre-chill down that they do through the engines with the liquid hydrogen. They just run it through to chill down the engines, right? Atlas V here does not use liquid hydrogen on the main booster stage. Atlas V uses RP1, which is a different type of fuel, and they do not need to run. They don't just spew RP1 through the engines on the Atlas V before it takes off. And even if they did, it would puddle on the ground. It wouldn't go up into the atmosphere like hydrogen, normally a gas versus normally a liquid, right? So that's why we don't get the big ball of flames, the flame festival, I like to call it, that you see on the Delta 4s here for an Atlas V, a different type of fuel in a different engine startup procedure, I think is the right way to say that.
And Das, we've probably got time for like a question or two, but people are starting to matriculate back, so I think it's going to be called here pretty soon for us. So if we've got a couple more questions, happy to take them. I'll have to go, but I mean, obviously you're free to keep asking your questions after I leave.
Yeah, absolutely. And Chris, zoom it out just a little bit so we get sort of the full picture of the rocket here at the pad.
Yes.
Yeah, like the tip and then down to the bottom of the SRBs. And yeah, that looks cool right there.
Nice.
All right. Grab another couple questions.
DOS does rocket
Here we
launches
go.
too.
Why does Perseverance need the largest fairing? It seems like there's a lot of empty space above it in the fairings from the official photos.
Because 5-meter payload fairing has nothing to do with the height of the payload fairing. It's the width of the payload fairing.
Gotcha.
And Perseverance needs a 5-meter wide payload fairing. That does result in there being a lot of room up above it, but it's width, not length for this one.
Gotcha. And I believe, are there a couple different lengths of 5-meter fairings? Like, can you get the short, medium, and long? Or is that just the 4?
And, there are, and this one is not using the longest of the 5-meter payload fairings as well. It's also a function, in this case, of Perseverance needs a 5-meter payload fairing because of the number of solid rocket boosters. The aerodynamics change when you move from just 3 solid rocket motors, which you can have a 4-meter payload fairing for. But once you move to 4 or more, 5 being the max for the Atlas V, the aerodynamics of the vehicle change through the dense lower atmosphere as your thrust to weight ratio is a lot higher. And that mandates a 5-meter payload fairing for 4 solid rockets. So that's what gets us the 5-meter payload fairing for today.
Gotcha. Yeah, there you go, Sandy. That's a good question. Thank you for asking that one. Chris, one more? Or are you packing up?
One more, and then I got to go. Yep.
One more. All right, let's see. This is a good one. Jordy asked, is this just a NASA mission, or is it a collaboration with ESA, JAXA? Who all's involved with Mars 2020 here?
Yeah, so some of the international partners do have a hand in some of the technology and some of the science experiments and the overall suite of instruments that are on Curiosity. However, it is a NASA-led mission. That is the answer.
That's the answer. There you go. A nice short and sweet one for the last question there. So we've come up on what we understood was the end of your time out there, right, Chris? We thought 11:10, 11:15 was going to be about where we're going to go.
Which is about right. Which I see we're at 11:15. So perfect. We're right on time. Yay!
Chris, thank you so much for making it out there today and going through all the security checks and toting all the camera gear around. It's really special to be able to see the Mars 2020 rover roll out to the pad down there at Cape Canaveral. And we wouldn't have this live shot if it wasn't for you toting all the gear around and answering questions and all that sort of stuff. So thank you so much, Chet.
Hey, it is my absolute pleasure to do so. I will actually be now. The cameras, the live stream equipment won't be back here tomorrow, but I'll be back here setting Julia Bergeron and Nathan Barker's cameras at the launch pad. So we will have remotes, hopefully some remotes to share with you and images from the pad after liftoff. And then, of course, I will be back here bright and early Thursday morning for our live stream of the launch of Perseverance to the Red Planet, the third of the 3 Mars missions departing in this current Mars transfer window. After the Al-Amal probe from the United Arab Emirates and Tianwen-1 from China.
What time will we start Thursday?
And we'll have timings and everything specific to that a little later to share with you. But that's my schedule for the next couple of days, Das.
All right. Well, Chris, like I said, thank you so much for rolling out there with the camera and getting it all set up so that we could watch Mars 2020 roll over to Slick 41 there. We really appreciate you. Chat, up there at the top of the screen, you can see Chris Gebhardt. He's the assistant managing editor. It just went away. Put it back, please. The assistant managing editor for NASA Spaceflight. You can find him on Twitter at ChrisG_NSF if you want to keep up with the latest spaceflight, rocket, whatever news. Toss him a follow over there on Twitter. We'll put a link into chat as well. But Chris, I think you're clear to
And I
pack
gotta
up
go.
and
Yep.
get on out. Yeah. All right.
All right,
So
I'll talk to you later, Das. Thank you,
take
man.
it easy, Chris. Thank you so much. All right.
All right, that was actually pretty cool. So Das is Das Valdez, and Chris was indeed Chris Gebhardt, and yeah, they I guess Das is working with NASA Spaceflight, which is actually pretty cool. Their forums are a wealth of information and is actually one of the first places, or not one of the first places, it is one of the places I check for media, for links to sources, things of that nature. So, seem to be a great community. I'm just not active over there because I only have so many hours in the day. I love how some of these people are I love how like enthusiastic they are. So I just, for a lot of the people that do this stuff like full time, like they live closer to the launch areas and they can make all the launches. I still haven't been to a launch. So yeah. Astrowise says Chris Gebhardt is a good human. He invited a bunch of launch nerds out to dinner with Terry Vert's mom for STS-127 launch. He's been covering launch stuff for years. Nice. Nice. Refsmat says, during Cosmo Questacon, I made a Kerbal video on YouTube simulating Mars Perseverance's flight. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so it is... Now, we still have a few minutes. So, it looks like I have my useless space fact for the week from Refsmat. Yeah, I am very amused by John Young explaining explicitly on a hot mic about how it gave him gas. So part of me is like, let's go down that rabbit hole. Another part of me is like, I got too much stuff to do today. Refsmat's telling me to look it up, and I won't regret it. Okay, I will have to do that later. All right, play. Kerbal's like, yeah, orange juice. I don't know what happened to my thing. Did I accidentally close the thing? No. I somehow minimized the thing. Words are hard. I've been up for about an hour and words are still hard. Words are still hard. So today, the rest of the plan for today is to I still don't know where my neat little thing went. I think it got kidnapped. Which is unfortunate. No, it's not on top of my computer. I had to check. The rest of the plan for today is to finish working on Rocket Roundup. I think Dave did work on it overnight. But I know I need to add pictures, edit the video, do a brain dump. So what's the news today? That's actually a very good question. Let me see if I can give you a sneak peek. We typically... Pamela Lives and Dies by Charlo. So today is Oh, okay, that's where they put it. Gotcha. I don't know which one of these is embargoed, but it looks like space stuff. It looks like space stuff. I don't know what's embargoed and what's not, and I am not breaking embargoes. So, yeah. Yeah, Twitter would be a better spot for the preview. So let me open up Twitter. Or let me go to the Twitter feed. Because now we have a Twitter feed. Apparently we don't have our own CosmoQuest feed in here. Oh look, somebody did actually grow things in Lunar Regolith Simulant. Let me go to our Twitter page, twitter.com/CosmoQuestX. Nope. You'll get a preview 15 minutes before. Because I am really terrified of breaking embargoes, which means, no, shoot, we didn't figure out what he was going to get for dinner. He likes pasta salad. No, for him, it's usually pasta salad over pizza. Look at me being a squirrel. Doot, 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 doot. Pasta pizza. I mean, I'm sure that's a thing. Guido had pizza yesterday, so no more pizza. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, exactly. What do you have in the fridge? It's like, I can't remember. Is it Cook Smart? No. Tortellini pizza. That actually does sound fantastic. So, oh, if you don't have energy, okay, so now we have to do what's low energy. The smartass in me is like, low energy is ordering something. Just gonna say you can make rice and eggs. You can, especially if you have a rice cooker. You can just have the rice cook, and then after the rice is cooked, you put it in a frying pan with a couple of eggs, beat it all together. Like that's fantastic, especially if you add some like some seasoning to it on top. There you go. Guido's like, I may just cook some rice and throw all the frozen veggies available into it. Morning, Astrobeard. I feel like I've had coffee and I feel like I'm just kind of chugging along. So, I really don't get up any earlier for this. The difference is I lay in bed longer. So, doing this when it was like 10:30 Eastern time was perfect. It was perfect. But now I'm like, but now I'm like, crap, it's 9:30. This is early. So, you survived the call. Yay! Esther Beard says, pounding my morning monsters right now. I have my coffee. It does sound bad. It does sound bad. I have my coffee. I have a energy drink called Uptime in the bedroom. I actually need to put that in my little mini fridge in here. Do I have room in the mini fridge? I think it's full of beer and soda right now. I don't know. Maybe I'll just take it downstairs. I was having a real low day, and Favorite Human's like, here, have a sip of this. And I had a sip of it, and it didn't make it back into the fridge. Mm. Tom. Oh my goodness. Aristro shares, the office in Kabul I used to work in had an American flag made of monster cans I drink in the morning. That's hilarious. I don't know why it's not anti-aliasing. I don't know enough about fire tablets. So I'm not sure if you've had deployed after like the point in time I had deployed, Dave, because I wonder if it was still if energy drinks were still a thing after like 2007, like trading energy drinks. Nightbot puts Null in the corner. Astrobeard, yeah, I mean, it sounds bad, but we all know what you mean. We all know what you mean. Are you gonna share the image on Discord? Ripits are still available in the DFAC? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, why? 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 Yes, we have a Discord. We have a Discord server. I forget what the link is. No, I don't think he has. I don't think he knows about Discord. So please, 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 when you make an account for Discord, use an email address. Go and verify that email address, because I have it set right now that you have to have a verified email address in order to type anything into the server, and you need to be able to type something into the server in order to access the rest of the server. Keeper, don't be a smart aleck. Don't do it. Don't. Just don't. But yeah. Make sure you have a verified email. Eventually, one of these days, I'll switch to using reaction roles for accepting the roles. Alright. Come here, Puck. Puck! Do you want bits? I know. Come on, old dog. Yeah? Are you ready to get up here? Okay. Get our dog fixed for the morning. Oh no, where are the Cheerios? Oh no, this is a serious problem. I don't know where the Cheerios are. Don't look at me like this. I don't know where the Cheerios are. I really don't. I'll pet you. Does that make it better? Oh. Oh wait, they're there. They were hiding behind the green screen. We need to fill our Cheerio jar up. I found him. I found him. I found him. I know. I found him. Okay. Pour out some Cheerios. Oh no! I really need to clean. Ugh. Paranor says, I have Cheerios. You're eating... I was gonna say, don't eat them already. Hey, look, right here. There you go. You just gonna eat them out of the lid? He's like, I will eat them out of the lid. You ordered them from Sam's Club last time. Yes, Dave has literally ordered Cheerios and had them delivered to my house. Looks like I'll eat Cheerios. Yeah, I know. Crunch, crunch, crunch. If you're new and you're wondering why one of his eyes looks weird, we think he's literally blind in that eye. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Amazon reminded you to send her Cheerios this morning. That's hilarious. Oh, I've shared that with Feldmeyer, Keeper. It's like, oh, by the way, Pamela likes these cookies. He literally took a note. Yes, maple cookies. Yeah, you did drop a Cheerio. You're not wrong. Let me find it. Here it is. Here you go. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Are you the best boy? You are the best boy. Okay. I'm gonna tilt the camera back up now. He's standing in my lap, in case somebody's wondering how big he is literally standing in my lap. I don't know how much he weighs in kilos. Alexa, what is 25 pounds in kilograms? 11.34. Alright, so he weighs around 11 to 12 kilos. So you're like 5 to 6 2-liter soda bottles. He's 5 to 6 2-liter soda bottles. Keeper's like, stop it. He is kind of dense. Like, I'd have to scoot back to get like all of him in frame. But yeah, he is kind of dense. He's not fat. The vets always think that he's like overweight till they get their hands on him and they're like, oh wait, no, his weight's fine. I'm like, yeah, I know. I know his weight is fine. But he's so fluffy. He's so fluffy that it makes him look overweight. He and Tinker are about the same length, but he's like 2 or 3 times taller. So, because Tinker's about half your weight. I think she is about half your weight. So last time I know I had her weighed, she was like 12 and a half. So yeah, she is literally half your weight. She is half a dog. So, okay, yes, you have Cheerio breath. Which is not as a thing. Not as a thing. Okay, cool. Cool. But yeah, I if you weren't able to get past the agree to the rules thing, Astrobeard, I will fix that once I'm done here. So, there was a site for launching Ukrainian rockets somewhere in Canada. What? What? Alright, can you lay down? Please? No? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to copy that just so I can search it later. I really don't want to be, you know, I don't want dog kisses. Okay, alright, make a note that was Tropical Tom. That's wild. No, launching model rockets doesn't count. Your rocket was called the Flying Drop Bear. That is super appropriate, AstroWise. So, AstroWise is cannot install a Discord app on your desktop. Huh. I wonder why. So AstroWise is originally from Down Under, so. Refspan adds, oddly, I think that the launch site in Canada for Ukrainian rockets is not where all the Ukrainian Canadians live. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. Alright. So we're getting really silly. I know, and you want all of my attention. Alright. There are so many tangents. I think I'm just gonna wrap it up. Can I put you down? I'm gonna put you down. Is that okay? He's like, it is not okay. Oh, you were a good boy. Canada has more Ukrainians than Ukraine does? What? No. Okay. Enough of this silliness. Y'all are great, but I'm like, what? Oh, wrong button, Annie. Y'all are great, but I'm like, what? All right. So I'm going to wrap things up. No, see, here's the problem. I don't think you're kidding. I'm just like, what? I don't think you're kidding. But, yeah, I'm gonna... This is a weird tangent to end on, but this is a weird tangent, I don't know, Dave! Alright, we'll look it up and then we'll go. Alright. Canadian launch sites. List of rocket launch sites. North America. Oh, there are many. Hold on, let me go down to the mobile view. And full screen media switching. Make this full... Nope, not that one full screen. Make this one full screen. Okay, list of launch sites. So, contents, North America. There are many. Oh my, there are many in Canada. Oh, by many I mean 3. That counts, right? Manitoba, none of it. 4. And Saskatchewan. I have to not look at it. So, none of these are active anymore. Scroll past the United States. Here's additional... There's Primrose Lake, Red Lake. I guess there's not enough information to have these in the table. And these are proposed ones. The Maritime Launch Services in Nova Scotia, Cape Breton Spaceport, aka Cape Breton Space Center in Nova Scotia, Cape Rich in Ontario. Okay then. Okay. So, Michigan is getting an orbital launch site already then. That's pretty cool. Alright. So I am, for real, going to end it here because reasons. Otherwise, we will just end up on another tangent. And as much as I love tangents, we gotta end sometime. So, where is live actions? I think I zoomed in too much. Oh, there's the credits. Okay, roll credits. They don't make it an easy button. Alright, so I will see you all again tomorrow for a Rocket Roundup. We'll get to work on that and finish that up today, and if we are kind to ourselves, it will be recorded tonight. Cassano, Nova Scotia. Okay. Alrighty then. So wherever you are in the world, good was dropping them. So wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful insert time of day here, and I will see you all soon.